This is Fatine for my Canada. So this is big breaking news. The Liberals are limiting debate. Please like, share, get this in the feeds of your friends. An update on what we just found out about C-9. This is the hate speech legislation that, if it passes into law, would remove protection for sincerely held faith beliefs in Canada. Several aspects of the bill that are problematic. A notice was just put forward, which means that they have officially made the move to rush this bill back to the floor of the House of Commons. Andrew Lawton, Member of Parliament, just tweeted this out. Breaking, the Liberals have put a motion on notice in the House of Commons to cut off debate on Bill C-9 and force all amendments to a vote with no discussion. They are censoring debate on their censorship bill, limiting debate not only in the Justice Committee. Looks like they're also going to be limiting debate on the floor of the House of Commons, which means they're wanting it to go very swiftly through third reading of the House of Commons. The chair shall put the question forthwith and successively without further debate on all remaining clauses. No more debate. So they're saying we are moving this. The chair shall report the bill to the House no later than 2 sitting days. My read on that is that it would have to go back to the floor of the House of Commons by Wednesday. Not more than 1 sitting day shall be allowed to the consideration of the bill at report stage. Every question necessary for the disposal of the said stage of the bill shall be put forward and successively without further debate or amendment. And then it looks like this thing's going to be voted on. That is my read of this. The government would probably then encourage the Senate to fast track it as well. So let's talk. Let's have a little family chat here. Your calls have absolutely made a difference. If it wasn't for your phone calls, this would already be in the Senate. I want to give you a big high five and just know that your efforts really have made a difference and they will continue to make a difference. I also want to emphasize, highlight, asterisk, that it is the phone calls that matter most. Everything else is bonus. Petitions, emails, the rallies, all that stuff is gravy. But the thing that will have the greatest impact here is the phones and those face-to-face contacts. Basically, the Liberals have been doing their political calculus here, trying to figure out whether or not it is politically lethal for them to push this through. My understanding is that the Christian faith community has been the most mobilized, with Minister Miller basically saying straight up that he thinks that 3 books of the Bible, if there are verses that are publicly read out loud, that people should be charged for hate crimes, directly targeting, obviously, the Christian faith and the Jewish faith. It is very possible that the real tipping point in this is going to be the Muslim community or perhaps the Sikh community. So if you have friends in that community, now is the time to ask them, hey, are you aware of C-9 and have you already made phone calls? Have you already encouraged your spheres to make phone calls? More is always better in these moments. Bottom line is that if the Liberals and the Bloc believe that this is going to be politically harmful to them, they will stop it. They can always change their mind. Let our members of Parliament know when you call. How you vote personally and how those that you know vote personally will very well be dependent on how this rolls out. Let them know that they will feel this in the next election should debate on C-9 be limited and should they ram this through. Who knows? Maybe they just want to get this through before a possible spring election. Maybe they want people like us to forget. But let's send them the message that this really matters to us, that freedom of faith really matters to us, that we are watching and that we will remember this during the next election. We are asking that debate on C-9 would not be limited in the Justice Committee and on the floor of the House of Commons. The other thing that we need to encourage is a free vote. Ask Prime Minister Carney to ensure that he allows a free vote on C-9. There are members of the Liberal caucus that have been on record saying that they are opposed to C-9. Hopefully, a large portion of the Liberal caucus will decide to vote against this. Barry Neufeld just got fined by the BC Human Rights Tribunal $750,000, $750,000 related to his view on there being only two genders, being a reflection of his sincerely held fake belief. We have done just under 60,000 phone calls, but our strategists, and they said to me that they felt that the number that would hoop this thing is about 100,000. Through our network, we're about 60% of the way to that 100,000 mark. And so if maybe you started making those phone calls back in January, maybe you kind of, moved on to other things, I want to encourage you to pick it back up. The most impactful thing that you can do is not a petition, not an email. It is a phone call. This is what members of parliament have consistently said. So right here, there is a button that says make calls for C-9. And this is through our website, formycanada.com. And at the bottom, formycanada.com. This button right here, make calls for C-9. It is never over until it's over. So as long as there is still air in this thing, we have the opportunity to be a voice. And I want to encourage you to do this. This one matters not only for us, but for our babies. And one thing that we've seen time and time again with bills like this is that once a door is opened on an ideological bill like this, usually it's very, very hard. As a matter of fact, I have never seen something reeled back in once it has been opened. C-9 is one of those pieces of legislation that very well could open a door to a trajectory of criminalizing sincerely held faith beliefs in Canada. Harper Canada is planning a rally in Ottawa on the 12th next week. Hopefully that's not too late. We won't know till we get to next week. We might only have a few more days left to be a voice on this in terms of its status in the House of Commons. Then it will go to the Senate. Hopefully it won't. Thank you again for everybody that has been making the phone calls. Please keep it up, keep it going. This is your list right here, formycanada.com, where you will get the call list. And so big news. Please share this with your friends. This is a very important video. Tomorrow at 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, we're going to get a direct update from Andrew on his read of the situation. But just making this simple, all that matters right now is prayer-bathed phone calls. Thanks for watching through. The nation goes to those who show up.